Next guest is an Academy Award-nominated actor who stars as Whiplash in the blockbuster film Iron Man 2. It can be seen in theaters Friday. Here's Mickey Rourke, everyone. How you doing?
Hanging.
Was it this spring that you were up for an Academy Award for The Wrestler, or was it a year ago?
I think it was a year ago.
Was it a year ago?
A while ago, yeah.
My goodness. Well, anyway, that was a good, fun run, wasn't it? Nice to be acknowledged for your stuff.
It was a long pain in the ass.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't enjoy the process?
No, I enjoyed working on the movie. I enjoyed doing the movie. But when you're up for Academy Award, there's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, I remember Sean Penn came up to me in Toronto a few months before all this stuff, and he said it's a long trip. I didn't know what he was talking about. Now I do.
Yeah, a lot of interest, a lot of focus, a lot of pressure and attention, and a lot of awards, some campaigning. Do you have to do some campaigning?
Yeah, we won a lot of awards except for the big one, and that was we kind of knew that going in. I mean, I enjoyed the whole ride for a very low budget movie. You know, it had some legs.
But you know what I think? I think people are so smart that they recognize when something is a work of quality and has integrity to it, and the performance is the same way. And then you get into that maw that is the Academy Awards, and you recognize that maybe they're voting something else there.
It happens, you know. For me, just to get back and working again, it was fine, and the fact that it did as well as it did, I couldn't ask for anything more.
Yeah, and now you're in the Iron Man thing. That must be fun having this come out in a couple of days.
Yeah, it was a different kind of experience. It was okay.
You, I don't know who was here. Oh, you know, Gwyneth Paltrow was here.
Gwyneth, yes.
Or maybe it was Morton Downey Jr., Robert Downey Jr.
It was Morton Downey Jr. Yeah.
One of, I think it was Robert Downey Jr. said that to prepare for this part, yes, that's exactly who it was. You went off to a Russian prison to prepare for the part.
I went off. I was in Russia doing something else. And
what?
Other things. Yeah. Okay. And I asked him if I could go see a prison over there because the character came from a Russian prison. I went and did all the research. I met a guy who came out after 13 years. He was covered in tattoos, and I asked him what all them. They all had particular meanings, and so I tried to incorporate that in a certain kind of dental work. So I incorporated all that in the character.
So the prison tattoos all represent something to the inmates.
Yeah, like they get them when they're very young, and that might be where they're incarcerated, what they meant, what their affiliations are, a lot of them were what their sexual preferences were, all the way down to what position they like best.
All right,
you know?
And how long did you actually go into a prison, or just talk to the prisoner?
I went into the prison just for the day. I think played ping pong with the guards, and yeah.
Now that's a euphemism, right? I mean,
yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah. It's one of the only prisons where, like, I mean, the guards were the prisoners all marched in line pretty good because the guards don't take any there at all. Yeah. They're, and they're tougher than the prisoners there.
You got to be tough to play ping pong. But was it a gulag?
It was in Moscow. It wasn't one of the zones. It wasn't one of the very bad prisons. But it was really clean. They had a really nice bakery. They were very proud of the bread.
This sound like you were at Starbucks. Now, but it must be going into this film was a guaranteed blockbuster.
Guaranteed.
So that's a little different on the performers. You can kind of relax a little bit and know that your work is going to be seen widely and probably very well received.
It's a reason to go to work. Yeah. I mean, it's like going to the horse track. You can't who can pick a winner? This movie has a built-in audience, and so
it's good. We were talking about the Barfly.
The what?
The Barflies.
Barfly.
Remember that?
I do. That was a while ago. Yeah.
How long ago did you make that film?
A long time ago. Yeah.
But that wasn't your first big film, though, was it?
No. There were some other ones that weren't that big, but got noticed to a degree.
But boy, that was just tremendous. And the casting and the acting. I mean, the title was certainly represented by what you saw on the screen. I mean, what a piece of work that was.
Well, we had the real guy in there on the set, Charles Bukowski. So, I go to the trailer, and Charlie would come in, and my brother would be there, and the two of them would be drinking at 7 in the morning, and I'd be making my protein shake, and they go, oh, look at him. And Bukowski would go, oh, you... And I go, all right.
What do you know about Charles Bukowski?
Not a lot.
Wrote about Los Angeles.
Excuse me?
Wrote about Los Angeles?
He wrote about drinking, Los Angeles.
Struggling to be a writer in Los Angeles?
Jason, yeah.
We bring the chalkboard. We have the chalkboard in. Whoa. Okay. Kids, I'm going to let you all go to geography a little early. That's fine. We'll be right back, everybody. Rourke, ladies and gentlemen. Where were you? Where did you hurt your arm? Is it your bicep? And where were you geographically when you hurt it?
That got out quick, huh? But,
yeah.
I was in London.
Is it your right arm?
My right arm. Yeah.
What happened exactly?
I was celebrating something, and I was in a pub in London or a nightclub or whatever, and I was just doing my thing, and then this rugby team came in from the Huddersfield Bears, and they all seemed like treated me like their long-lost brother, and we were drinking tequila, and one thing led to another, and we started arm wrestling. I did okay with two of them, and they were very surprised, and then this other guy come walking through the door, and he was the size of a house, and he says, oh, now you got me. I did him with my left hand, and then because I'm strong with my left hand, and then he just killed me with the right, and I didn't go all the way down, and then it ripped in half. And and the next day it all turned black.
God.
And
so the muscle actually tore
right off the bone. Yeah.
Tore right off the bone.
Yeah.
So it needs to be reattached.
It was reattached.
Among other things.
I had it
reattached.
I had it reattached. I went to two doctors in London who said, "Oh no, it'll be fine in a couple days." So then I talked to. I have a friend who's a soccer player. I think he plays for Munich, Yanis, and also Klitschko, who tore his bicep. And they recommended. I was in Germany, and there's a clinic there in Heidelberg, and the doctors are really good, and they operated on it, and it's quite a big incision they make. And I think it was in the hospital like 8-9 days. They even let my girlfriend sleep over, and then about 2 weeks ago, I found out it didn't work.
Your girlfriend sleeping over didn't work?
No,
I'm confused. I don't know what he's talking about.
The tendon didn't take because you're supposed to get it done like a day or two afterwards, and I waited 6 months.
So now I'm confused. The tendon need to be reattached also?
It got reattached, but because I waited 6 months and it got all atrophied and it just didn't work because I waited too long, so it slipped back up.
Oh, great.
I found out this after having all the rehab and everything. I have full use of the arm and I could do whatever I used to do. It just looks a little retarded.
Right. And we have to have the surgery re-performed?
They said the only thing they could do, because my tendon shot, is put like a dead guy's tendon in.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of a cadaver tendon. Yeah.
So,
well, while you're in, have them do something with your cuffs.
Yeah, well.
Now, Mickey, let's take a look at a clip from Iron Man 2. It opens on Friday. What are we going to see here?
I don't know.
Why does that not surprise me? Iron Man 2, take a look. Mickey Rourke, Iron Man 2, opens Friday.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you. Thank you very much. Mickey Rourke, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with Jim Parsons.